Hello, hello. Let's see what the energy is today. Oh, that was very fast. We have the horse spirit. Freedom is yours. 3-3. So you might be seeing lots of threes. Yeah, yummy. You might be thirsty, dehydrated. Hydrate yourself. We have the peacock spirit, let it shine. The peacock and the horse reminds me a lot of when I was a kid and I used to go to, there was a specific zoo that we used to go to that had peacocks walking around. Lion spirit. I mean, what's more zoo than a lion, you know? Be generous of spirit, 37, and then the wombat spirit, be at home. So far, you might be in a position where you're shining quite a lot, you know, let it shine. There's something very unique, very colourful about you. You could be the golden retriever, or like, you know those memes where it's like black cat golden retriever and it's like a little emo girl and plus someone really, really vibrant and colourful. That's what this is giving. The horse spirit, freedom is yours. It's like your colours are inspiring you. You're being led forward through your uniqueness. The lion spirit, generous of spirit. It's giving leader. We've got a lot of Leo energy around at the moment. Where are we in Leo yet? I don't think we're in Leo yet, but there's a lot of Leo energy. And wombat spirit, which is be at home. So this is all giving like the rest, the being at home. It's all really important, creating a safe space for yourself to then thrive. You could also be like doing some spring cleaning or decorating or something like that, or like neon lights, lighting, sensory, like creating your own sensory environment, creating your own enclosure. I don't know why we're going animals. You could work with animals, or you could have a lot of animals around you, or you could just be crazy like me and just love animals. Maybe a hyperfixation, maybe a study. The 3 of Wands, a goal. The 3 of Wands, so many threes. Threes to me always signify collaboration and working cogs. I always think of like the 3 of coins when I think of threes, and I think of cogs all working together. It's sort of like, let's say one cog is your home, being the way you need it to be, being comfortable, being very you. The next cog is your spirituality, your vibrancy. And the next cog is your success. Like all of these 3 things are working together to give you whatever success that you need. My cat is, you can see a cat booty right there. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Boomy, maybe significant. 10 of Wands. Oh, 10 of Swords reversed, sorry. The 8 of Pentacles reversed. You might be feeling a little stagnant. We've got lots of reversals. The Lovers reversed here as well. You could be feeling a little lonely. It's more, when I think of the Lovers, I think of more of that. It's usually more of a choice, but right now I think that you're not necessarily needing to make choices, right? Like it's about, if you are imagining your journey like a fork in the road and you have to pick one or the other, that's not what this is. Your journey is those cogs, right? So you're not actually having to make any decisions because you're kind of already going. You're already going. But there is definitely a loneliness, there could be like some sort of tackling with codependency or anxious attachments, that kind of thing. Tell me more about that. The 4 of Wands reversed. You might have given up on love a little bit. What do you think, Yami? Yami says hello. You might have given up on love a little bit. Or maybe I'm talking specifically like romantic love, or like best friend kind of like, but it's giving that codependent. So you could be you could love very hard, and that space, that you're putting the love into yourself now, but you're still feeling the absence of having someone to put that into. Why is that, Spirit? Tell me about this. And again, it's that reversal. This is too many cards, sorry. This is too many. Different deck? Okay. We're going to do a different deck real quick. Let's just see. Tell me about this Four of Wands. Tell me about all these reversals. What energy are we being asked to embody right now? Oh, I did see the Lovers upright. The King of Cups and the Three of Cups reversed. It could be... I'm just looking at the artwork here. It's like 3 cats that are all around the fire, right? And they're the smoke. But when it's this way, what am I feel like I'm seeing like almost like a little monster and hands and like a fear of ooh, I'm getting jealousy for some reason with the three of Cups. Instead of it being like, let's all share and be excited about each other and collaborate, it could be that there's... your cogs are turning and other people are kind of like, what's going on? The King of Cups here. I really love this card because there's like, you see like the spirit that's like coming out of the cup. It's like he's not alone. It's giving like... your physical relationships might not be bringing a lot of comfort or collaboration, and so therefore there's a loneliness there going on. I think you're used to giving your energy away, perhaps, and Spirit is here with you instead. Like that hole is being filled by this spirituality, by your vibrancy. This is about you. Interesting. The Two of Cups reversed. Yeah, interesting. You see the 2 horses? Horses are such a huge thing for this, I think. We're talking about a disconnect here. Seeking. Feeling incomplete without another. And what energy are we being asked to? The High Priestess, reverse 2. You might have lost a bit of trust here in the universe. 7 of Wands reversed. Expecting fights and not having them. 5 of Cups, grief. And the 9 of Cups reversed. Page of Wands. It's like a little story's being built here with this. It's like it's giving that fantasy main character, female main character who has been, or like a stray cat, or something along those lines of like lots of trauma and things, and constantly waiting for that white knight or waiting for this romance to come forward to save you. And actually right now you're saving yourself. It's giving like, I don't know why with this, if you're just looking at her, like, this is the page of Princess of Wands, but the Page of Wands. And it's very much like, I don't really want to compare it to a specific wizarding thing because reasons, but it's giving like, you've just gained your power, you've just lit the wand, and you're walking through into the darkness alone, but you have all these skills, you have your vibrancy, you have, and I think that's why you're being called to work on your homestead, work on yourself at home, create a battery, a recharge for you. Like you're charging up. Oh, I got chills when I said that. You're charging up the batteries and you're about to walk forward with all these skills that you have, and you might not be used to doing that alone. This might be the first time that you're really stepping forward into your career path completely alone. You could work for yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be a career path. This could be anything. But whatever it is, it feels like instead of relying on parents or siblings or family members or bosses or it's like, instead of relying on them, you're sitting in this King of Cups energy, very masculine, very solid in yourself. And I think there is definitely a part of you that is craving having someone next to you doing it, because that's what you're used to. But actually, this is proving to yourself that you are the main character. You're the main character. Oh my god, Momo. We've had 3 cats come and say hi to the phone. That's not normal, by the way. They don't normally come up. So cats could be significance. And 3. 3, 3, 3. Interesting. Tell me more about these 3s. What are we trying to... When you're showing us 3s, Spirit, what's the main message we should be taking away from 3s? Give me that. By the way. We have the Moon reversed, the 4 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups reversed. Momo, that's a candle. Please don't sniff a candle. Thank you. The Moon reversed always gives me like lights being shed, but for some reason this is giving time. I can't show you the whole... Oh no, I can, it's fine. So for some reason this is giving time, like a clock, like 12. It could be waiting for a specific time, or a truth isn't being... There's something coming forward at a certain time to do with a distraction. 11:44. To do with a distraction. And then the 8 of Cups reversed is like feeling like you should change, like you're the problem, is kind of being taken away. You're being it could be that you're being distracted. Oh, it's very gaslighty. Do you know, I know that sounds strange, but that's kind of what it's like. It's like, look over here, and the main thing's going on over here. And I think part of that could be that you're constantly trying to change yourself and upgrade. You're constantly looking for that next thing, that next person, that next, you know, whatever it is. But actually, or you're waiting for this secret to be revealed. You're waiting for the right time. And while you're waiting for the right time, you're busy looking over here, when actually there's something going on back here that's more important. And I feel like that's to do with the homestead. It could be with all the other cards, it could be some sort of friendship group drama. There could be some stuff going on behind the scenes, people talking about you, all that stuff. And you're kind of being advised to, when you're seeing 333s, to remember that the superficial, the things that are being placed in front of you are not the main character or the main story. You are who you are, what's going on at home, your successes, how you feel within your body, how you feel within yourself, rather than the narrative that other people might be putting forward. Can I get a confirmation that that's kind of making sense, Spirit? Death reversed. I don't know if I count that as a confirmation, I will say. She says, too bad. Or maybe not then, because we got a few. 5 of Cups reversed, the Death reversed, and the Hangman reversed. It's sort of like been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. This is a repeating lesson that's coming around, but you are totally different. And it could be a situation where someone has blamed you for something in the past. Say something happened, someone's blamed you for it, you didn't think you were the bad guy, but you're kind of like, okay, well, I love you and I care about you, and why would you ever say these things to me if they weren't true? And you started to believe them because of love, and now you're just kind of chilling, you know. Hangman reverse. You're not going to be sitting there putting yourself in front of other people. You're not there to dodge, to catch bullets for others. 1444. You're not trying to throw yourself in, I would catch a grenade for you. You know what I mean? You're not. That's not the energy. That's not the energy. It's like you're no longer waiting for someone to come and save you, and you're not going to save anyone else because you're going to do it for yourself. It's giving like sitting in a corner. No, it's giving sitting at home watching Netflix while everyone's outside screaming about how you don't deserve to be at home watching Netflix. And you're just like, okay, cool. my show's on. I'm having a great time. That's kind of what the vibe is like. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Okay, finally. Because this is a long ass reading, sorry. Let's just quickly look and see what final messages we have to close out. Yeah, please, tell me about it. Are we just not vibing with this deck? Is that what the problem is? Are we... There is one that's reversed, and I feel like we have Cancer. Nurture, comfort, and protection. Again, giving that home body. I think that's the thing. You've just got to focus on being comfortable right now. Being comfortable, being at home. Cancer's all about the mother, the moon, all very significant right now. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck we have opposition, which is imbalance, a point of tension, and a power struggle. So I feel like very much bottom of the deck's usually things that are like going on in the background, not necessarily, not the main focus, but something like the background energy. So it's giving very much like there's some shit going out around, maybe not necessarily in your social circle. This could even be like friends of friends of friends, or like strangers, or like people on the bus, or like I saw a video of someone doing exposure therapy of like dancing in public, just dancing like no one's watching in public. It's giving like those people around staring at her being like, what a freak, and she's living her best life. That's what it's giving. So don't do things just because you think other people like them. You're not doing that anymore, I don't think. Destined to release. You're destined to release the shit that other people have put on your shoulders. These thoughts, emotions, labels, all this shit that other people are constantly putting on you. It's not there anymore. Move forward, defend yourself. If it does come to it, I think you're not being advised to fight. Always defend yourself, but it's more about that self-defense. It's more about protecting your own energy. Instead of sitting up and speaking and fighting people about it, it's like, actually the way I'm going to fight this is by taking myself away from this situation, because yuck, ew, icky, 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 icky. Okay, so if you're stressing, if there's stuff going on around you right now that feels like unfair, or people are telling you what's going on in your life, what you can and can't do, you're being advised to be like, okay, see ya, and go and do it anyway. You're allowed to stand up for yourself. You're allowed to be like, actually, I don't really want to. But it's not about engaging. It's not about fighting. It's about standing your own ground. Say, for example, right, someone comes to knock on your door to give you something that you're not interested in, sales, right? And you're like, sorry, I'm not really interested in that, thank you. And then you just close the door and walk away. You could stand there and argue with that person for hours, but no one's going to be happy at the end of that. He's not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. You have every right to be like, this is my home. I'm not interested in your energy. Goodbye. Politely. Goodbye. See you later. You know, that's what it's giving. Is there anything else? Last one. I know I keep saying last one. Fucking 20 minutes later. 20 minutes later. Yapping. Conjunction. A union, merging and coming together. Now this is very interesting. Is there a merge? This could be meeting someone new. This could be that romance in a different way than you're completely expecting. Not a white knight coming to save you, but it's giving more about like meeting an equal. So it could also be settling that internal debate. It could be balancing out the masculine and feminine internally. with this merging. Or you could be meeting someone. I don't know, bro. 2002. I don't know. I just work here. Good luck, bye.